Hey everybody, welcome back to NCAA Football 2006 and the SMU Death Penalty Dynasty. This is James coming back at you. It is the start of Season 13. We are trying to go for the three-peat. We are at home. We are playing UTEP, a familiar foe. We've got a lot of returning pieces. It's another exciting year. We are incredibly loaded up. We are the best team in college football. We are an A-plus overall, A offense, A-plus defense. And the commentators thought so much of us that they didn't even put us on TV. See, it didn't even get an intro, which means we're jumping straight into the UTEP game here. They got Andy Jenkins back at quarterback, O'Brien still the wide receiver. So they got a lot of pieces here that we've seen a million times before. But we got a lot of guys returning. This is a pretty stout team. We just had a really nice recruiting class. Obviously, Julian Clemens took off for Colorado, so we'll see how they do throughout the season. We'll monitor their progress. And Eric Clark has got it all to play for. Can he win 3 Heismans in a row? Who's going to step up now that Trey Caraway's left? Is it going to be Drayton Anderson? Is it going to be Isaac Jones? Is it going to be Champ Wagner, the freshman out of Alliance, Nebraska? Is it going to be another guy that took a red shirt? We're going to find out. Eric Clark has a lot of pieces coming back, so we'll see what he can do. Right here, Brian Holt's an option. Almost forget about Brian Holt in the wave of these guys that we have here. So we'll see if Brian Holt can have a year. You can see this is an absolute duck coming out after we got to stop. Big time play for Brian Holt, gets us down to the 36. Jakari Brown's back. Let's see what kind of year he can have. So a lot of fun, exciting pieces returning after back-to-back national champions. Some of these guys are trying to go undefeated in their entire careers. So we'll see how it pans out. In the meantime, it's 3rd and 2. Clark shotgun rolls right. He's going to fire short into an interception. Welcome back, Eric Clark. Welcome back to the interception. So we leave the Miami game, and we kind of start the season the way we ended last season with a very bizarre interception to start the year. So 1 drive, 1 interception for Eric Clark. Not quite the numbers you're looking for. I would imagine he's going to be able to get back on track. But credit to UTEP for playing good defense. They're throwing 40, left hash under center. Jenkins fires short. He's got Brown. He's got space. Has 35 and is out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Good looking play there by the Miners. Jenkins again under center. Has time to throw. That time runs out. Welcome, Nate Mills, to the program. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Jenkins shotgun, fires over the middle. Has O'Brien. Has a nice little gain. Picks up 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 under center. Jenkins surveys again, has time, again runs out, again runs into Nate Mills. Nate Mills with the 2nd sack in the game here. 2nd sack on 2 drives. It's only a yard, but they all count. He's hyped up. Jericho Henderson's building them up too. You see here, Jenkins has time to throw, but you cannot block Nate Mills for that long. So it's 4th and 9. SMU's going to go, UTEP's going to go ahead and take a shot here. Jenkins throws over the middle, and that one is dropped by O'Brien. That would have been a big time catch for their offense. As it stands, we get the ball back. We're going deep again. We got Bryant Holt down the field again. So 2 big catches for Bryant Holt to start this game. We threw a little bit late, but we got what we needed. Jakari Brown tries to go up the gut and gets nothing. Gets a yard. We go option left. Clark has 15. Tries to pitch the ball, and Jakari Brown comes up with that one somehow. We'll take it. It's a pickup of 5, 3rd and 4. We're going to fire to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. Drayton Anderson, welcome to the party. He had a really good end of the year last year. He looked like the clear number 2 in the offense. Can he be the number 1 this year? He has all the tools. He's improved quite a bit. He's got 99 speed with a great catch radius at 6'4". He can jump. He's got like 95 catch rating. He's got a lot of tools that we've never really seen before out of a wide receiver. Can we maximize it? Can he be that guy? UTEP 3rd and 13. Jenkins fires left. Has O'Brien on the deflection. Hey, you take him as you can get him. Good job. He's going to say, I'm sad. No, you caught it. Good work. 1st down for UTEP. Play action. Jenkins fires left. Has O'Brien again. So O'Brien off to a hot start here after a bad drop on the last drive. He's come up with a couple of big balls. I feel like we've seen O'Brien every single year for the past 4 years. An integral part to the UTEP offense. Pitch left to Black. Black's not going to get anything there. That's a tackle for loss by Bryson Brown. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 SMU here. We're going to go ahead and get started back in the second quarter. Black going to go ahead and take that handoff, and he's going to pick up 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Jenkins under center left hash. Looks, surveys, gets hit as he throws by Nate Mills. doesn't matter. Touchdown UTEP, touchdown Miners. Andy Jenkins does a fantastic job hanging in here. You can see he gets hit. The safety, no, not a great play by Malcolm Lacey. That one's not going to end up in the scrapbook, and that's going to tie this game up at 7. Clark shotgun, right hash. He's going to fire to Drayton Anderson, hits him perfectly in stride, and he's loose. Across midfield, has 40, has 35. What an incredible throw and catch by Eric Clark and Drayton Anderson. This is covered. This is covered. He gets it right under the hand there of the DB. Anderson catches it in stride, cuts up field, and shows off a little bit of that speed in those hands. Great play all the way up to the UTEP 35. We're going to go back to work. Fire it short. Disaster. Intercepted off the deflection. Williams has 20, 10. He's high-stepping from the 10. We cannot catch him. The defensive end with the pick 6. You have got to be kidding me. So in the span of about 15 seconds, this game has changed completely. Pick 6 for UTEP. It is 14-7 Miners here in Dallas. An unbelievable score line with the 2-time defending national champions. We're going to go back to the ground here. Jakari Brown has 30, gets across the 35 and dives forward all the way out to the 38-yard line. And go back to work. Clark again. He had a nice carry there. Let's give it to him again. Brown, nice juke up on the right boundary there and picks up forward. It didn't look like there was much. Clark tries to throw but gets hit as he throws. Left tackle, not great work there. 3rd and 6, we're going to go option left. Clark has space, has midfield, pitches it late, has Jakari Brown down to the 42. Good looking option there, down to the 41, excuse me. Clark shotgun, rolling right, going deep, and has Drayton Anderson on the flag route all the way down to the 11-yard line. You can see the amount of space he got here. He is wide open. It was just a matter of time before we got one of those big ones open. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. Option left. Clark has all the space in the world. Pitches it late. Jakari Brown. Touchdown SMU. The Mustangs tie this bad boy back up. And this time it's going to be on the ground. Jakari Brown with the touchdown. He's another 99 overall guy. He is incredibly talented. Might not be in the right offense to get a great load. This guy's in the right defense, though. Nate Mills with his 3rd sack of the half. Jenkins fires short, and that guy is absolutely smoked by Dupree Hawkins, who does come up worse for wear on the play. He does end up with a bit of an injury. Nothing crazy, though. 3rd and 11. Jenkins hit again. Hits Rogers in stride. Jenkins is facing some derision. He is facing a ton of heat, and he is making throws. So all credit to Andy Jenkins and this UTEP offense. They are not afraid of SMU. Jenkins right hash fires over the middle. Overstreet takes a shot, makes a catch. You can see we already have 10 hurries in the first half. Jenkins play action, right hash, rolls left, fires left into double coverage, and that one's going to fall incomplete. That one looked like it was dropped. 2nd and 15 after a false start. Jenkins play action, nearly intercepted by the strong safety Evan Favors. Going to bring up 3rd and long, empty set. Jenkins under center, fires short to Rogers, but that is not going to be nearly enough to pick up a 1st down. And UTEP is going to punt this football back to SMU. We're going to fire short to Jakari Brown, who doesn't catch a lot of passes, but catches one here. Nice little game, keeps us on schedule. 2nd and 4. Clark shotgun right hash, rolls right, surveys, throws deep, and that one is going to overthrow everyone. Was going for Champ Wagner there. 3rd and 4, under center. We're going to fire short to Drayton Anderson. Good hands, good catch. Fresh set of downs, under center. Clark surveys, rolls, throws left, has Isaac Jones. Great catch. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Isaac Jones. 66 yards out for 8-1. Beautiful catch, showing off the wheels. He's trying to show his coaching staff that he can be the man in this offense, too. He had a rough end of the year last year with a lot of bad drops. Can he get over that, and can he show that he is an integral part to this offense as well? He's looking good there. 66-yard touchdown gives the Mustangs the lead here late in the first half. They're going to fire short again, this time to Davis. Going to pick up about 6. You're going to see if they can get some points here before half. Jenkins under center. Rolls right. He's going to fire deep. He has got the wrong guy. That's Malcolm Lacey. Intercepted the free safety. There's a little bit of ball hawk action down there. Is playing a little bit of cherry picking, and that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do as a free safety. Kind of lobbed it up to him. Would have been a difficult play to complete. We had that bracketed, and to throw that ball up there like that, you're kind of wondering if maybe he was starting to feel a little bit of that pressure. He's already been sacked a couple times and has already had double-digit pressures here in the first half. We get a chance to get more points again. Clark rolls. He's going to throw off his back foot to Wagner, who nearly comes up with that football. That one does glance off his hands. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 under center. Clark's going to fire short to Drayton Anderson to the right side. Picks up a couple. In fact, he doesn't pick up anything. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Clark under center. Rolls left under pressure. Throws, gets hit. And that one is dropped as well. That one is LaMichael Brown, the redshirt freshman out of Louisiana. Not able to bring up that catch. We got to punt this ball away right away, and UTEP takes advantage. 30, 20, 10. See you later. Touchdown, Brown. UTEP gets a second shot to tie the game before half, and they do not miss this shot. Great looking play, great execution. They got a couple of timely wide receiver blocks, and that was all she wrote. Tied at 21 with 28 seconds left here in the first half, so UTEP has come to play. We're going to fire deep to Champ Wagner. Welcome to the show. Pass interference on UTEP. We're going to decline that. Champ Wagner gets his first catch as a SMU Mustang, and we love to see it. That's great timing. Drayton Anderson on the rub. Good-looking play. Has 15 and down to the 13-yard line. 9 seconds left in the first half. Shotgun Clark fires short. Has Bryant Holt. Picks up a couple there. We are going to go ahead and settle up here, though. 30-yard field goal from Keith Garcia is up and perfect, and we take the lead as we go into the half. It has been a very competitive affair here. UTEP has come to play. It is 24-21 SMU. We start with the ball to start the second half. We roll directly into a sack. Inauspicious start here to the second half. You can see Clark roll right. There's 57. He's right there. You got to step up. Takes a 10-yard loss, 2nd and 20. Let's do it again. This time the interior defensive line just falls apart. It's 3rd and forever at our own 2. We're going to roll left, look for Drayton Anderson. We hit him. He tries to cut up, has 20, and gets tackled well short of the first down. Did pick up about 20 there, but we do have to punt this football away, and that one's knocked down immediately. So 2nd and 10, they're under center. They're going to go play action. Jenkins rolls right, fires right. And that one's knocked away beautifully by the DB there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long. Jenkins under center. Nate Mills can't bring him down, but Jericho Henderson does. So Nate Mills almost had sack number 4. Instead, Jericho Henderson's able to clean up the mess that Nate Mills left for him. So you can see Nate Mills is going to get the pressure here, and he just misses. Jericho gets off his block, and he's able to make that sack. So great play by Jericho Henderson. That's a 3 and out, and we get the ball right back. We're going to fire short. Again, Jakari Brown. Doesn't get much, but it's good to see those hands there. Trying to show that off for the next level. 2nd and 10. Clark firing deep downfield. We got single coverage. We got Isaac Jones inside the 15-yard line. Isaac Jones with another big-time catch. You can see we got the single coverage on the safety, and we take advantage. Isaac Jones is not a small man. He's 6'4", 200 plus. He can go get it. 1st and 10 at the 13. We fire short, and that one's dropped by Drayton Anderson. Drayton Anderson drops that pass. So we go shotgun. It's a high snap. We're going to fire short again, this time to Bryant Holt. Picks up about half of it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Man coverage, fire to the right. Freddie Wilson. How do you do? Have not seen him all game, but he shows up when he need him. Touchdown, SMU Mustangs. It's an 8-yard touchdown pass, and we take a 10-point lead. 31-24. 31-21, Black up the middle. Doesn't pick up much, picks up about 3. Direct snap to Black. He's not going to pick up much there either. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. UTEP's got some work here to do under center. Jenkins fires over the middle, and that one is once again dropped by his receiver. That's a killer. Another 3 and out. Clark drops, fires deep down the field. Does he have his man? Champ Wagner. Big time catch, showing off the frame, gets in front of the DB at the last second, and comes up with another big catch here. And once again, we're knocking on the door of the 10, and we're in the red zone. Clark under center, fires short. Drayton Anderson breaks a tackle, can't break a second one, but does get inside the 10. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 at the 6. We hand off Jakari Brown, who picks his way and gets about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 at the 3-yard line. We're going to go right back to him. He's trying to break a tackle, and he takes a shot for it. This is a good lick by UTEP here. You can see the linebacker come up and give Jakari Brown a shot. We end up settling up for a field goal, so it's now 34-21. And it's like, should we kick that field goal? Yes, we should. Kosi Williams, welcome to the show, my man. Interception, pick 6. Get that man some cotton candy. Why did he settle up for a field goal? Like, well, I like the way our defense has played the last couple of drives, and sure enough, 3 turns into 10, and it's 21-41 SMU here in the 3rd quarter. So we've done a really nice job Complementary football, offense and defense. UTEP going deep again, and that one hits the turf. It looked like that could have been caught. Instead, it's third and short. They're going to go play action. Jenkins fires short. And that was a dangerous throw as well. So UTEP decides to get aggressive. They're going to punt this football right back to us. Clark rolls right, fires to Drayton Anderson, who's not able to come up with that catch. Would have been a tough one. Would have been hot to handle. 2nd and 10 under center. Shotgun, high snap. And that probably caused a sack. Thornton, the right end, gets in there, brings up 3rd and 17. Clark rolls left, going to Isaac Jones. Good looking catch. He's trying to make amends for the end of last year. He needed 17, he got 18. Clark fires right, and then Jones drops that one. Yeah, we can't all be perfect. Man coverage. Clark fires right. Wilson across midfield has 40 and is pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So at the end of the third quarter, we hand out to Jakari Brown. Finds a little bit of space there. Gets across the 30-yard line, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. 41-21 SMU, shotgun right hash. Clark rolls right, fires deep over the middle, and Drayton Anderson gets tattooed on that one. He paid for it. That was a medicine ball. 3rd and 2, Jakari Brown gets 3. Good-looking pickup there. Found the hole. Gets a first down. Under center, Jakari Brown again has a ton of space. Spin move and gets all the way up past the 15. And that's a fresh set of downs down to the 14. Option left. Clark pitches late. Has 10. And Jakari Brown inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd and short. Shotgun Clark fires right. And that one is dropped in the end zone by Isaac Jones. You should have come up with that one too. So that's back-to-back. 3rd and 2. Not much there. Jakari Brown is not able to pick up the first down. It's going to bring up 4th and 3 at the 7-yard line. We are once again going to settle up. It's another short field goal. But hey, at this point, the defense is playing well. Let's just start stacking points on top of one another. 44-21. Nate Mills, welcome back. 4th sack of the game. Nate Mills is having a huge start to this season. Really wants to show off and see if he can become a really high draft pick here as a junior. 2nd and 14. Hit as he thrown again, but O'Brien makes the catch, so another great throw by Andy Jenkins, but it is 3rd down. Jenkins under center. Fires right, fires over the middle, has Rogers. Great job rolling out, creating some time, creating some space, and creating a first down. Jenkins fires over the middle, has Brown again. Another good pickup across midfield. 1st down and 10 at the SMU 37. Handoff counter to Black. Nothing there. Really great pursuit there by the defense. It's ended up to be a long loss. Jenkins fires over the middle. Welcome to Dupree Hawkins territory. That's a pick. That's a user pick right there. They try to go back over the middle. We were not having it. We get a late touchdown, and that's going to do it today. 51-21 SMU. We get a late touchdown. I think it was actually another Kosi Williams pick 6. It was like meaningless with like a minute to go, so I probably should have pulled the defense earlier. I digress. SMU really pushed us in the first half. It was tied at 21 late first half. We got a field goal right as the half expired, and we really ran away with it in the second half. We really showed our true colors there. So really impressive performance here, especially in the second half. You can see UTEP's rushing numbers, -15. It's not very good. They threw for 369, though, and that's something to monitor. We generally have pretty good secondaries. That was not a good showing by the secondary here. We lost some pieces at safety and at corner, and we kind of look like it. So Eric Clark, interesting day, 24 for 36, 400 plus, 3 touchdowns, but did have 2 interceptions. Isaac Jones, 130 yards receiving. Drayton Anderson, 165 on 11 catches. You can see the drop numbers, though. So there's still some areas for improvement, but at the same time, when you put a 51 on somebody, you got a guy that ends up with 4 sacks, another guy with 2 pick sixes. How much can he complain? We completely dominated the second half, and that's okay. We're going to go to Houston next week. We like to play Houston as well. We're 1-0. If we're going to go 14-0 again, you got to win the first one. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Take care.